President's Trophy. I remember they were talking, oh, yeah, we're going to win the Stanley Cup. That was not that long ago. No. And now missed the playoffs last year, and they are trash.
Well, something out at the end of the rope, and we already talked about statements, and I'm looking forward to you tagging in on this a little bit, Commie, because I know it's a perfect one for you as well as all of us. It's the New York Rangers. Don't puck up your retool. You already started pucking it up by sending out another letter, just like the one Jeff Gordon sent out 3 or 4 years ago to the same season ticket base. Comical stuff that what's going on in New York and going in and basically publicly speaking that Terry Panarin is not coming back. He is going to be a free agent at the end of this season. The Rangers will not be signing him and subsequently will be getting traded. So that's fun to look forward to. But for the same reasons the Calgary Flames can't puck up their deal with Rasmus Andersson, the Rangers really can't afford not to get this right. Chris Drury needs to get this right. They have Mike Sullivan on the hook for about $100 million over the next 4 years. He's a coach that needs to coach winning teams. And the New York Rangers sending out this letter of raise the white flag. It'll be interesting to see what they get for these guys and how they do it.
Well, they've been throttled over the last week, right? So many games just coughing up goals and 10 spot. I think they had 7 a couple nights after that. Like it's
8. The Sens put up 8.
Yes.
They were up 6 Cobb halfway through the game.
Right, yeah.
I said it a couple years ago on this, on one of the older ones. Maybe it was a little premature. It might have been the year they ended up winning the President's Trophy, to be honest. The New York Rangers are trash. Well, maybe I said it a little early. They're trash right now. And like, what are they? I'm not a Ranger fan, and it's not like I follow everything, but just booting people out of town, which, there's drama that comes there, which is fine if you keep winning. They are terrible. I mean, it is. And look, I played a few games with Chris Drury. Seems like a real nice guy. I can't remember who I was talking to this about a couple days ago. I'm like, what is up with the Rangers? And we got statements. I'm wondering maybe I'll give Drury maybe a little bit benefit of the doubt. Like, is Drury really firing this stuff out, or is it Dolan? Because I've heard Dolan's a prick. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
A lot of New York Knicks fans why they haven't won in 50 plus years, and a lot of people would point their finger at Jimmy Dolan. So
I mean, I remember they were talking, oh yeah, we're gonna win the Stanley Cup. That was not that long ago, and now missed the playoffs last year, and they are trash this year.
So tell me, like, I'm fascinated in the sense that the Rangers did like a rebuild or a retool on the fly going back, about a half dozen years ago when Panarin landed, and they had a lot of things go their way. Adam Fox only wanted to play for the New York Rangers, right? Remember Calgary had him, Carolina. He was like, no. And he forced his way to get to the Rangers eventually. Good for him to exercise his right as a player, and off he goes. Panarin only wanted to play in New York. So there were 2 big home runs that the Rangers land. They get Shesterkin, but you look at some of the misses that Lafreniere, first overall pick. I don't think he's really lived up to the billing. They had Capo Caco at 2nd overall in 2019. He didn't exactly live up to the billing and since moved on. There's been a lot of misses, I think, along with the Rangers. But what I really hated over the last year with New York is just the way they absolutely crushed and just crumpled almost like garbage or trash, tossing away their leadership core, what they did with Trouba, with Kreider. Like, those were guys who bled blue in terms of what it was to the Rangers. Commie, ever since you dropped that Rangers are trash, I think I've always quietly felt that the Rangers seemed like frauds. And it kind of validated that whole, maybe it was partly tongue in cheek, but at the same time, you have a great goaltender and you continue to just crumble or not deliver where you are the market, you are the place where people want to go. Like, you have that huge competitive advantage where Razor, maybe Canadian markets scare guys off, but we are at a time where it seems like most American players want to go to New York City. Am I right?
No, it's a huge draw. It is, despite taxes and all the problems and the cost of living, guys still want to play at MSG. There's no question.
MSG used to, you always get excited. It's Madison Square Garden. It's got an unbelievable history. And I thought it was like, when I played, it was a little bit like I would get up for it, but it's a little bit intimidating going in there now. guys are going in there and it's point night. I can't wait to get to Madison Square Garden. Oh, I only got 4 points on the year. Well, I'll probably have 8 by the end of tonight.
I just like Chris Drury, kind of wonder if he's feeling on. Their fans were chanting "Fire Drury" at the Ranger game last week, and
all over him.
You wonder about the pressure and whether he's going to have the ability to kind of oversee all this. But how about I just kind of noticed this like the other day, but look at that Avalanche core from the late 90s, early 2000s. Sakic, Drury, Blake, all executives in the NHL. Yeah. You got Adam Foote, Patrick Roy are both head coaches. Mm-hmm. You got Tanguay and High Note are both assistants in the NHL. Like, that's a high-level hockey mind collection. They're like, and all like super successful for the vast majority of it.
Yeah, their fantasy football league must have been banana land. Those guys on the waivers nonstop, trading each other's players, just craziness.
That is wild. Yeah, so there you go. We wait and find out to see what lies ahead in the weeks ahead. It's not just the Canucks who are now waving the white flag this season. The New York Rangers.
Canucks.
And how did
10
that
in a row.
We'll get to them next week. We'll get to them next week.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Go to the bottom now.
They'll get a week. Yeah, they get a week, and they are really at the bottom on that one. So there you go. What a way to close with the team at the bottom. My Don't Puck It Up this week, Toronto Maple Leafs. Here is a chance to exercise the demon. Move on from Mitch Marner. Look, they've been talking about it for 7 months since he left for Vegas back in July. This game does not determine life or death, right? But what it can do is provide an element of closure. Austin Matthews, the captain, over the last week saying, I'm tired of talking about the Marner questions. Well, here's an opportunity to actually close that chapter on the career. And look, there is 10 years from now, Mitch Marner will probably be honored by the Leafs for the 9 years that he put in and all the points he posted and a great run that they got into the playoffs all those years. But for now, Leafs fans, you boo as loud as you can. Don't be evil. Don't be an idiot about it, but boo as loud. Let your voice be heard. And for the Leafs, go out and ball out in this game and provide that closure to turn the page. I think there's an opportunity for the Leafs here. Razor, you talked a few weeks ago about just get in, as a lower seed in the East.
Yep.
But I think this is a team that I think when you can turn the page on this game with Mitch Marner coming back and all the noise, the conversation stops. The questions stop. And I think this would allow the team to take a little weight off their shoulders and now just focus on the task at hand. Leafs, don't puck it up. Take care of business. I think you could really kind of build some currency for yourself for this stretch run this season. So Toronto Maple Leafs, don't puck it up this week.